And it's thinking, and we're live. We're live.
We did it.
We're here. Welcome to Boss Babes and a Half.
A couple of us made it.
Yeah, almost all are made it. We have another boss babe or boss dog in the house because he really does. Eddie's joining us this evening. He really is the boss babe around here.
He is a babe, I have to say. He is a babe.
Let
me
hold
make
on,
sure my
patience. Here's patience.
sound is down.
There we are.
Hey. Hi.
How's it go? I see somebody's back there doing some artwork.
Yeah. Pepper she's got a paintbrush on her chalkboard. I don't know what she's doing.
Aww.
She's going to be an artist.
She's really good at holding a pencil. Not very much a paintbrush, but it's okay.
So how's everybody doing this evening?
Good.
Good.
I was glad this was on so I could stop for a minute and just sit down and relax.
Well, yeah, that's how I feel too. We were busy today. We had to go to west side of Pennsylvania to pick up some stuff. You know how Conkys is looking for those Tonkas. Is that what you got, Tonkas?
Did he get some more Tonkas?
Yeah, hold on. Here comes George.
Oh, yay.
Yay. Hi, George.
Hello. Can you ladies hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
We're on the road.
Okay. Yes, we are on the road. Did I just see baby Pepper?
Yes.
Yeah, she's on her chalkboard.
She's doing her Bob Ross invitation.
Happy clouds.
Happy hearts. There she goes. Yes. New medium, mom's flipping. So what you guys doing on the road?
We're heading to Pensacola, baby. We're in Central Time right now.
You're in Pensacola. Whoa.
We're heading to Pensacola, and we're
She's going in now.
but
Oh, you're breaking up, George.
She's going to do
How
that
about now?
Yeah, you're good. It'll keep doing that if you're on I-10.
Okay.
So you'll be fine. You'll come back.
Yeah, so okay. All right.
Oh, thank you, Caroline.
Oh, thanks, Caroline.
There we go, show. All righty. Okay. There's a little fist. Where's my heart? Somewhere. Oh, well, we'll just do this. There you go. You get the heart. Yeah, basically, when we get down here, this is more like Conkys' office. So stuff disappears down here real easy. Oh, where'd the puppy dog? Oh, he'll be back. We're just going to let him rest for a few moments. He was in the house.
It's Barb T's birthday. Happy birthday, Barb T.
Barb T, happy birthday. Hold on.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Barb
Louder.
T.
Did you like the troll?
Pepper, little Pepper.
Oh, look at her drawing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's trying to paint.
Making happy trees.
Yeah. You want to use the paintbrush? Okay.
You know, you could probably make videos of her just doing that and sticking them on, and people would watch just because she's cute.
They could probably, if she put it on paper, she could probably sell it.
Sell it, yeah. Pepper's art.
That would be wild.
Art
Early this week, yeah.
We can try and get Pepper to expose Jeremy on paper.
I saw a finger going across the screen there. Is that Jeremy there?
Yeah.
The O phase.
Yo. Well, here we are. We are in April, Q2. Where's the year going?
I know.
April already.
April, 3 weeks, it'll be Easter. And then before you know it, Mother's Day. And then all the summer fun comes along. So
Yeah.
in one way, yeah, that's fine. We need the warmer weather. I mean,
Happens.
Saturday's great
It's
here.
warm.
Georgia can
It's
test.
warm. Noreen,
Saturday was what?
it's warm. It's way warm. It is so Florida outside right now.
No, it's definitely northeast.
It's definitely
Ohio.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't call this quite summer. This is maybe summer junior.
It feels like Ohio summer.
But it's hot. It's way hotter than it has been.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's up here. We get the roller coaster. One day we're 70 degrees, and then next day we are down in the 30s and 40s. We go back up to 50s, 60s, back, and then whoop again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been fun. Tons of fun. Yesterday it was like
Wow.
cold, 30 some degrees. Now today it was up to the 50s. Would you say it got 50s, Conky? But Saturday was beautiful up here. I mean, it was George can contest because she was up here too. That it was nice. It was in the upper 70s.
Oh, it was perfect on Saturday.
It was beautiful, but
I already miss hoodie weather. I miss it. We don't get it for very often, like maybe a total of one full month. And then it fluctuates.
It's for me, it's like I never did put away my summer clothes. I never got a chance, but I don't like wearing all sorts of long sleeve shirts either, even when it's cold, because my temperature is like all over the place sometimes, and it's like I get sweaty. I mean, Saturday I was in the house. It was sweaty. I thought about turning the air conditioner on, which is what happens up here. Air conditioner goes on in the afternoon, then the heater comes on back at night. So, but I just can't believe we're 3 weeks away from Easter, and it won't. I hate to say it won't be long, So it's like, okay, the holidays are coming. What are you guys doing? It's getting cold again.
Pepper.
It's only in June, Baby Adventures will be 2. I don't even know. I don't know how that happened. He's not supposed to even be 1 yet.
Are you going to have an Easter egg hunt for Baby Adventures?
Yes.
Pepper?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Easter's my favorite holiday, so I'm gonna go all out for Easter this year for her.
Yeah.
She's going to love it.
When I go back, not this visit, but the next visit, when I go back, we're going to make Easter eggs, and I'm just going to let him make whatever he wants to do. Give him the colors and see what happens.
Well, baby Conky turns 33 tomorrow.
Oh, my.
And it was so funny this morning because April 2nd, 1992, I knew exactly what we had for dinner. And this morning I just looked at Conky and said, "You want to have hamburgers after the show tonight?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then I started thinking, I go, "Oh my God, that's exactly what we had 33 years ago." We had hamburgers, and then we went to bed, and then that's when all the fun happened for me.
Oh, wow.
And
I'm sorry, you not like that color?
And
Sorry.
She's going to be 33 tomorrow. I can't believe it. That freaks me out. It goes quickly. You don't think it does, but it does.
Oh, no. Both of mine have already passed 33.
Yeah. So, because she went to Germany last December, we're going to go up to a German restaurant in Cleveland on Saturday to celebrate her birthday. Because she really liked it there. She wants to go back to Heidelberg, she tells me. So that's how we're going to celebrate it.
That's cool. That's really cool. I have German heritage. I have German and Cuban. My dad's side's German. My mom's side's Cuban. So, but I am getting that. What's it called? Ancestry.com DNA stuff done.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that. I did that.
If I'm really as Cuban as my family has said, or I'm really as German as my family has said, it'll probably come back that I'm something totally different.
Well, I definitely got the Irish, and my grandfather on my mother's side actually came over from Germany back in the 20s when he was a kid. and that's 1920s. He came over here. As they would say, he got out of Dodge real quick. Okay. I'm glad he did. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, my family came from Germany as well, and they moved to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
They're German Dutch, so I mean, the Pennsylvania Dutch, they're German Dutch. And then my grandmother was born in Cuba, so I know that there's Cuba in there somewhere. But we'll find out, I guess. My aunt gave me a little sneak. She and my other aunt, her sister, did one, and I have a little sneak peek of what one of my aunts got. I'm waiting for what my other aunt says. It should be the same since they're sisters with the same parents, but you never know. I just wonder how accurate those things are. But she wants me to do one as well, because obviously my dad's side of the family isn't in their side of the family. So told her so we'll see what happens.
Now my husband, Conky, he had a cousin on his dad's side who he did a lot of that. He actually did the research. He got down to the point that he actually we know the majority of the Liskas all came over from Hungary. And he got down to where he had the ship and their room numbers when they came over in the 1890s. Wow. That's how far he got. So yeah, he did a deep dive on that. He did a great job. Sadly, he did pass a few years ago, but he really worked hard on keeping that going. And
my aunt's doing it for us, the one that I always go visit. She's been doing it for us for years, and she's back to the 1800s or 1700s, something like that, where she's found family members. It's crazy the stuff that they can find. Pictures. She found pictures of me, and it's on there on the ancestry site of me in the scuba club while I was in high school. I was in this. She goes, I was sitting at her house last time. She goes, "Were you ever in the scuba club?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she said, "Come here," and she shows me this picture, and it's a picture of me with all of the people in the scuba club.
Yeah, it's amazing how they can find those nice pictures.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, "Oh my God, there I am." I don't even remember taking that picture. Don't even remember. So weird.
And then we have George here, who's first generation Egyptian here in America.
Yeah.
So Pepper, what have you found out? I mean, Patience, what have you found out about your family's history?
Honestly, I was really surprised because all of my siblings did it, and we're all from the same parents, and we're completely different. I have the most black in me, which is so weird because I am very pale compared to my brothers and sisters. Like my brother Christopher, he's only 20% black, but I'm 30% black. And it makes no sense.
That's so wild.
It is. It's really weird. It is very strange. But apparently me and Nihilus are like really close together. We're basically identical twins. Like our genes are almost the exact same. It is so weird. But
did Aries get one too?
Not yet. He's not big enough. But
I didn't realize there was an age. I didn't realize there was an age limit.
There's not an age limit. He just probably won't do it because you have to like spit in a tube and it's kind of disgusting and he won't do it yet.
You have to spit a lot in the tube.
It's foul. It is foul. They're like, make sure there's no bubbles in it. And I'm like what in the world?
There's no other way. No, I can cut off a piece of air. I mean, yeah.
It's so gross.
Spitting a tube.
I'm not taking some blood. That's gotta be
I would even be willing to do that.
I'll be a little more painful, but a lot easier.
Way easier and a lot less gross.
Spit in it.
It's a huge tube.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I get mine back. I'll share it with everybody and let them know whatever it is. I'm a mutt.
Well, basically, us Americans, we're all high 57s, as they would say. Yeah. So we got a little bit of it, except George.
Wouldn't it be funny if George did? She came back. She's not Egyptian. It was like 1% Egyptian. She's like European white and 1%.
Oh my gosh.
That's blue.
Yeah, I know I got a lot of Irish in me and some German and whatever else I don't know. But I don't know. It's all TV is kind of interesting. It really is.
It is. It really is.
Amazing how all that works.
Thanks, Gail. I guess I should look over here at the chat. Over here on this thing.
Do any of you have baby clothes from babyhood? Not mine. Donna's maybe I might have.
No, I don't think I do. I can't think of anything. Unfortunately,
I don't think I do either.
My ex-husband got rid of a lot of my personal effects. So I have very, very little personal effects left. But I do have some, and I have some of my mom's and my grandma's, so that's good. I don't really care about mine.
Well, we all know Conky. He's been collecting his in Hot Wheels and Tonkas, and guys do it with the toys. Have you noticed that? Guys are doing it with their toys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My very first toy that I ever got as a child, I still have that. It was a giraffe, of course. It was a. So I still have that.
I know I have some of my baby pictures. I know I have those. But things from my babyhood, no, I don't have any of that. No. Pictures. In fact, you actually got me one of my toys from childhood for my birthday one year. Conky got me a shopping Cheryl. Do you remember that, Dianna?
Shopping
Cheryl. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, it was. I thought it was cool because she had a little magnet in her hand, and when you put the little shelving up, if you put her hand on some of the cans and stuff, they would stick to her hand, and she would drop it.
She was a kleptomaniac. It was a 5-finger.
Oh.
I guess I was fascinated by things like that, but yeah, and then of course the bright lights. I had the bright lights. Fascinated with that.
You mean light bright?
Light bright. What I say?
Bright lights.
Light bright.
But I was light bright. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were fun. I had tons of fun with those.
Yeah, I had one of those.
So I got a couple of them around here. Spirographs, of course, all the cool stuff.
I loved that. That was so fun.
Oh yeah, I love spirograph. We got a few of those around up here in the house too. Yeah. Maybe
the thing that I love that you can't get anymore unless you find it in a storage unit, of course, is jarts.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I so want some actual for real jarts and not the silly little things they do now.
Oh, I remember those. My grandparents had one, and we young kids were out there tossing them.
Yeah. Everybody stands up, and we start straight up in the air, and if you move, you're chicken. Yep, we played that game.
I could see why they were outlawed.
I don't remember that game.
Do you remember the clackers? Like the glass balls on a string, and they clacked together, and you could go like this and make them up and down like that.
Oh yeah,
those were so fun too. I never busted any of them, but I guess they did bust. That's why they stopped making them.
Remember, we were allowed to wear. We rode bikes without helmets and knee pads.
I don't know how we survived.
Go ride your bikes. Get out of here. You know, we ride around, and I skinned my knees badly on some of those. Oh, I got a chatty cat, Kieran. I got one out of a storage unit. I got her, but she doesn't work very well.
Do you remember Mrs. Beasley?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Beasley.
I had one of those. Yeah, she was blue with white polka dots.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I remember anyway. And glasses. She had glasses.
Like that show, Family Affair. Oh my, here we go. We're getting. Impatience is like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, you wouldn't have a clue. There's a whole generation between you and my generation that probably doesn't really know what we're talking about.
I know.
What was your cool toys?
Oh my goodness, Skip Its. Do you know what Skip Its?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Skip Its.
I have a story.
Yes. Oh my God, I remember.
Okay, in the mid-70s, Skip-Its, in fact, it was a lemon Skip-It. You had the lemon at the end.
Lemon twist. It was called a lemon twist.
Yeah, they were the in thing at school. I had to have one so I could take it to school and be out on the pad with the other girls. I got to my last day of 4th grade. I took my lemon skip it in there, and I was, I thought I was cool just like the other kids with my lemon skip it.
Yep.
Oh God, you had to have everything everybody else had. You know how that was back in those.
And the big wheel. Remember the
Oh.
big wheel?
I had a big wheel.
Yeah. They changed the big wheel from what I understand, because I know they changed it from when my son got my son a big wheel. They made them so that you couldn't do the things that we did with the big wheel, because we would slide around and like spin the whole big wheel around, and they made it like
Tokyo Drift, man. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. So I mean, they just ruined all of our toys by making them safer. It made no sense.
Oh yeah, we used to take the big wheel and go down the hill, and oh yeah,
tie it to the back of the truck and go down the road on it. That's
Tad, thank you so much. Here's a little. Here's some hearts for you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated.
That's so funny. When I just saw somebody say something about a dance arena. And I think my cousin Barbara had, if it's what I think it is, it's the doll that had the crown on its head.
Oh
and
yeah,
the crown, and her leg came up and she spun around. She was in a
that was like a
tutu, and she would spin when you pull a crown down.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin, I didn't have that. My cousin had that.
I used to think of the tender, loving baby doll. I mean, that was kind of modeled after her. And my mom would actually would make. Back when my mom was with us, she'd actually sew clothes. She would sew me a dress, and she'd make a little dress for you to put on the baby tender love.
Oh,
cute, yeah.
I had Baby Alive. Remember Baby Alive? She ate and she pooped.
Oh no, I think I was past that phase. Thank God.
Those were scary. I wasn't allowed to have one of those.
And then 33 years ago, I had an actual one, and then I had to do it.
Actual Baby Alive. And the easy bake, I never had an easy bake oven, really. My little cousin had an easy bake oven, and we used to, oh my gosh, we used to try to burn, like we'd shove the stuff back in it, trying to burn the cake inside just to make it as crispy as we could make it off of a light bulb.
They tasted terrible. I had an easy bake oven. They were horrible. They tasted like plastic. They were so bad.
Here's the thing. If you cooked the little cake in a little pan long enough and you shoved it back through and kept shoving it back through till it got like really hard, solid, if you let it cool off, it would be like a brick and you could throw it at people.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
The things
I'm glad I didn't know that.
Thank you, Michelle. All right.
See, people know about Mrs. Beasley.
You have to go on the YouTube and type in A Family Affair. It was a TV show on back in the mid-60s up to the 70s. And that's the young girl there, Buffy.
Her name was Buffy.
Buffy had the Miss Beasley
and her brother
Jody. And then
the
their
boy
older sissy. What, honey?
I think the boy have a more feminine name than the girl.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, there was once a big storyline that she could not find Miss Beasley, and here she was in a big trash dumpster outside. Found her. I think it was in the dumpster. And she came out. She looked great. They were clean people back then, I guess. But yeah, it was a sweet show. They don't make sweet shows anymore. They make all these goofy, bizarre shows now. I wouldn't want my kid watching. I'll be honest. Ugh. So yeah, George, what was one of your favorite toys?
I'm just getting an echo. So hold on, guys. We're gonna have to go back out.
Sorry, it's cutting in and out right now. I have like one bar, so I can hear like every other word.
Okay.
Definitely Skip It. I do remember Skip It. I would spend days doing Skip It.
I would take them on mile walks.
Yes. I thought I was so cool back then. And then I do remember my brothers and I would ride our bikes everywhere. And I remember the moment that I learned how to ride my bike without training wheels. And I also remember riding my bike with no hands. Like that was epic. Riding around with no hands, feeling like I'm flying.
Oh
We
yeah.
spent a lot of time playing Perfection,
Oh yeah, I love that game.
the game Perfection.
Yeah, I love Perfection.
By the club. It's called BABES. Yeah, the board and everything.
Maybe. I do remember playing with Barbies. I remember playing a lot with my brother's toys. Like they probably got more toys than I did because I didn't really care about having toys as a kid. But I remember when the first game console we got, I remember spending hours playing video games with my brothers or just sitting there and just watching my brothers play.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was an awesome afternoon over at my cousin's house. So we'd have MTV on one channel and then we were playing Atari. Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome afternoon.
Yeah, Atari.
Oh, and Bill, I had a share Barbie doll too. In fact, I had the little dressing room, and you put the little plates of different clothes in it. She can see if this is what she wants to wear or not. Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun when Sharon had the Sonny and Cher show, and she had the long hair, and it was all straight, and it went down to like her knees. Oh yes.
I did say I used to play with sticks and dirt and rocks.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we would. We would use our imagination and play with sticks and rocks. And
I actually had Tonka trucks,
dirt.
the dump ones, and we would fill them up with like rocks and dirt and snails and like slugs. And I'd be like, look how cool this is. And then I just felt it out. I was like, that wasn't cool at all. It's just a pile of dirt and slugs. Like, what was I doing?
That was the thing to do back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I didn't have very much money growing up, so we just got what we got. Like, we dug those Tonka trucks out of the trash. It was missing a wheel, but it's all right. It served its purpose.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah.
It's funny because when Conky, he's buying all these toys, the Tonkas and the Hot Wheels stuff. He used to beat the stuff off when he got it as a kid new. Now he's spending 3, 4, 5 times on stuff if it's missing a wheel. He would get these little. He would tell me, "Oh, look at this nice Hot Wheel I got. I spent $50 on it. I beat the snot out of the original one I had when I was 5." Then he gets a little quiet and he realizes all the all the red lines he had when he was a kid. And he probably wished he had them back, didn't you? Oh, yeah. That's funny.
It was picking up sticks as a kid was fun. Drinking out of the water hose was adventurous.
The water was just so good; it tasted different.
Oh,
Yeah, it hit the taste buds differently.
It was like extra cold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yes. I played Dino and whatnot. I played outside all the time. No indoor toys. Swings, dodgeball, merry-go-round. Aging myself.
I
maybe.
remember my mom would lock us out. She would tell us to go play outside and she would lock the door and purposely lock us out so that she could clean.
We were never purposely locked out, but we were encouraged, yes, please go outside. And you want to go outside too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kick the
Yeah,
kid.
we loved playing outside.
Yeah. This whole new generation, they don't do that. They just stay inside and play on their game consoles all day. It's kind of a shame in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has its pros and its
We used to
cons.
ride our
Like
bikes for miles.
Yeah.
Home.
Like a lot of the kids in this generation that play video games or watch videos on their tablet, I feel like they pick up more on certain things. So, like for example, my brother's oldest, George's oldest, Jackson, he knows how to speak multiple languages just from watching kid videos. Like I would Like the kid is a genius, and he's learning all these things from watching all these like educational videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they should. That's what they should be teaching. Oh boy, she's breaking up. Mm. Yeah, kids today, they tell you they pick up languages a lot quicker when they're younger than they do when they get older. You know, in high school, you're always encouraged to take a language, but they should have been doing that like in first grade or kindergarten, you know, as you're developing your English. Okay, they're getting ready to do their whatnot. There we go. So now that we're in quarter 2, has anybody got any big plans for quarter 2, or just staying the course, or anything new coming up for anybody?
I'm gonna jump into.
Dianna set up the heat press. We now have like a t-shirt production center with the brand new heat press that Jeremy found in a storage unit. So Dianna's like our marketing genius.
So you guys can have a t-shirt.
I can't wait to start making t-shirts.
T-shirt of the month content. T-shirt
Yeah.
of the month to go with the calendar of the month.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we'll do a t-shirt of the month, but we could. I mean, I could get them ready, and then we could start next year maybe doing a t-shirt of the month and have them in advance ready. But I do want to get some started. We have a couple of ideas, and I've been working on one that George gave us the other day that I thought was hilarious. It made me laugh out loud. For real. It was really good. So that one.
So I can't. I can't take full credit for that t-shirt idea because it was myself, my son, and 2 of my friends thinking about that idea, and we were just like tossing ideas at each other. And I'm like, wait, I need to text my marketing director. I'm texting it. So what we definitely could do is have like on our whatnots every Sunday, Jeremy and I typically auction off t-shirts that we're wearing, so they could now be customized t-shirts that we can auction off on Sundays.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that could be something. And we got the Blame Jeremy for April in. I brought it back. I stopped on my way back from town today and picked it up. So we do have the Blame Jeremy for April ready to roll out.
Good.
Blame
they look good.
Yeah,
Can I get a t-shirt that says "Going down for Grand Theft Ham and Cheese"?
Yes, you can definitely put in a request.
Yes, email me what you want, and I will be happy in the size, and I'll be happy to make it for you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, Dianna doesn't know that story, Conky. You might as well explain the backstory of that.
I don't care what the story is. I just want to make the funny shirts.
You didn't hear what happened?
It's pretty funny.
So we were at the toy show last Saturday, and everybody got kind of hungry. It was like 2-something in the afternoon, and we decided we were going to eat. So I had to text. I thought I was texting Jeremy. Turns out I was texting George. I said, "You."
Well, you were texting Jeremy. I just happened to respond.
So I said, I sent him a picture of the menu board. And I said, "What do you want?" And George, posing as Jeremy, writes back, "Steak and cheese, no toppings. Basically chips and 2 Pepsis, fine." So I wanted the same thing. I wanted a steak and cheese myself. So I got up there and I said 2 steak and cheese, 2 things of chips, and 2 Pepsis, and I got my lemonade. And Rob was there, but Rob ordered after me. Well, it was one of those deals where you walk up to the back of the food trailer, you order, you pay, you get your chips and drinks, and you walk around, you wait for your sandwiches. Well, it was really loud there. It was really loud there because we were right
there was a DJ.
Yeah, there was a DJ, and I thought they called my name, and the guy was standing there with 2 sandwiches in his hand. I already had my hands full with the drink, so I told I told Rob, I said, grab those sandwiches. So he goes and grabs the sandwiches, and I go and find a spot to sit down. Well, I'm sitting there. George and Jeremy show up, so we're kind of eating chips and things, eating chips and things. We got our drinks. Rob comes wandering over and says, I think you stole somebody's food. Like, what do you mean? I was walking over the 2 sandwiches you told me to grab. I got my sandwiches, and I heard them call your name. He says, you better get up there. I said, well, what do you got here? So I opened up and it's ham and cheese. Well, I didn't order ham and cheese. I'm not taking it back because they're not going to want it back anyway. So I went back and I got my sandwich and George's sandwich. And we went back and we ate. But the whole time I went back to get my sandwiches, there was this guy standing there, looked really disappointed, and people were coming to get their sandwiches. He was just standing there. I felt so bad for him, but
So Rob was his accomplice.
yeah. So they were teasing me that I stole
So
the
Grand
guy's
Theft ham and cheese, is this what we were talking about?
Grand Theft ham and cheese sandwiches
Got a Grand
at the
Theft
toy
Auto.
store.
Yeah. It's Grand Theft
Wow.
because you know what? The 2 sandwiches, a couple chips, and some drinks was like $45. It might as well be Grand Theft.
Oh yeah.
You know?
As food is concerned, it's definitely Grand Theft.
Yeah. So
In the food world, that's a lot.
I want a
Wow.
T-shirt that says going down for a Grand Theft ham and cheese.
Now the back you put
So
Conkys pass
so
out.
was it at least good? Was the food at least good?
The steak and cheese was. The ham and cheese was so.
Didn't go to waste.
Yeah, we sort of ate it. It's still.
You couldn't take it.
I think George had some. Jeremy had some.
I would have had.
I didn't.
Well, I'm sure the guy. I'm sure
I didn't
the
have
guy
any.
eventually got to this.
The guy was still standing there. He's probably still standing there waiting for his food. Everybody's gone. The toys are gone. The trailers are gone. He's probably still standing there waiting for his food. He's probably sitting there like
Oh
Eddie
my
sits there when he's waiting for his food out of the refrigerator, not saying a word, just looking at the window,
Oh, no.
waiting for them to hand out his food. Little does he know we
Right.
walked off and ate it.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you put a DJ right by the food truck.
Well, you email me what you want on the shirt and the size, and I'll make it for you.
Okay.
And
I'll
I'll send it back. I'll send the graphics back first before I put it on the shirt
Okay.
to make
Sounds
sure you
like-
like
I'll
it.
let you. I'll let you
Is he allowed? Can the shirt be any color? Do you want him to tell you what color shirt?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. It'll just have to be. It'll have to work with the colors that I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't put white on a white shirt or black on a black shirt. That would be silly. But yeah, we can make it happen.
That's
can make
too
that
funny.
happen.
That
Cool.
is too funny. Eddie's just down here sleeping. Oh God, it was nasty storming up here today. I'll tell you. I felt bad leaving him by himself, but oh well, he had survived. Yeah,
Well, it was storming here the other night, but the next day it was perfectly fine, and I started getting messages from friends going, "Are you okay?" And I'm watching the weather, and I'm like, "It's not even raining." So I don't know if they had a delay in weather, or they were in the wrong spot, or what it was, but we were apparently supposed to have some sort of bad storms, but we never got them.
Oh, were you in the schoolhouse? Because two of the locals told Jeremy that it was one of the worst storms they had ever experienced.
Huh.
You didn't feel it? Maybe
Well,
because
there
you're
was
in
a
the
storm the day
schoolhouse.
before. The day before there was a storm, and it was during the Sunday night. It was Sunday night because it was during the Sunday night whatnot. Because I was concerned that I wasn't going to be able to run it because it was so bad that I was going to, it was going to knock out the internet. But it never did. But it was pretty bad the Sunday night. But then when I got the message on Monday late afternoon, they were like, "Are you okay? I'm watching the storms." And I was in the schoolhouse. I literally went over to the window. I was like looking up at the clouds. I was like, "It's not even raining. I don't know what it's showing." I don't know what they were watching, but I was appreciative that they were concerned about me from so far away, though.
This is what it should say. Oh no, that's not it. Okay, this is it here. No, your T-shirt from Kathy Sturt says it should say unintentional food thief.
Well, it was unintentional. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose.
No, it's what you expect when you put loud music right beside these trucks. They're calling out. No, but I'm sure you weren't the only person that actually took somebody's food.
I might have been. I don't know.
Well, did they yell his name or his screen name?
He should have used his screen name, but he used Lee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could have been anything. They could have said anything, and you would have probably thought it was Lee with the noise. Yeah.
But it's all good. I'm sure the gentleman got his sandwiches eventually after he reminded them, I'm waiting for sandwiches. Oh, sorry. What was? I'm sure they did not even remember they gave them out. I mean, I'm sure they were pretty busy. But yeah, that is kind of funny.
Well, it sounded like they said there was over 12,000 people there. Is that what I heard? There were over 12,000 people in attendance.
There was quite a few. I forget what.
Yes, they were anticipating 12,000 people.
That's a lot of people, and to have all the noise of the music.
Yeah, it was crazy busy, and then but after lunch it died down. Where Jeremy and I went to 2 other buildings. We revisited 2 other buildings where it was less crowded. That was around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
2:30 at the meet.
Back at 3, yeah. So it was around 2. We got done eating lunch around 2:30, and then the guys split up, and we all told each other we'd meet back at 3 and get on the road at 3. So yeah, the morning was crazy busy, like where you couldn't even walk. It was so crowded. And then Jeremy and I got recognized, like literally in every row, in every building, every row.
That's cute.
I will never forget the day that somebody recognized me at the flea market with you two standing there. I swear I thought I was being punked. That was just
That's right. That was so funny. That like, someone yeah.
It's Dianna!
It was weird. It was so weird. They were literally standing on either side of me.
And we weren't even recognized, and she recognized you.
It was so bizarre. That was the weirdest. I swear the woman was just punking us. There's no way. Like, everything, and I'm like, and you didn't see him, and he was talking, and if Jeremy's talking, everybody knows Jeremy's there. We all know this. And he just walked right on by him and said, I don't know. Are you flipping a bit? I don't know. I don't even remember what she said. I just kind of looked at her and she said, I've watched What the Hell's What? And I'm just looking at both of them going, what is
and
going on?
Neither of us said a word.
It was so funny.
Neither of us said a word.
And then we walked right up to the corner. What's that?
Is everybody okay? People breaking up.
I can't hear. I heard you, but
okay.
Yeah.
I'm in another. I really
liked that flea market though. Yeah, probably. I don't know where that flea market was, but I really liked that flea market. Speaking of food trucks, they had some really good food trucks there.
I know up here.
I'm breaking.
Up here, flea market season starts on Memorial Day weekend. We should hit the Hartville. We haven't done that in a while. That's pretty crazy. Hitting the flea market in Hartville.
I don't even know where any.
Which one?
Hartville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I don't know where any flea markets are around here besides the one I don't want to go to. It's the closest one I don't.
Because you're afraid you'll see some people there you don't want to see.
I try to avoid the public around here.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I know for us around here, the big thing that's going to be happening pretty soon is that our building is finally going to get up. We're just waiting for the weather to break. I know yesterday, we had the roof guy come out about our house, and we're trying to start the debate. I mean, the insurance company only wants to do part of our roof and not the other part, but the shingles they'll put on the new part of the roof, but it's going to get fixed, won't match the shingles on the other roof, and it's just, we want to get the whole roof replaced.
Yeah, that would be the sensible thing to do. You'd think the insurance company would want that too, because that would make your house less susceptible to other issues that they may have to cover in the future.
They don't think of it that way.
No, they want to do the cheap on you. So,
Wow.
Conky actually took a picture because the guy came up and they put the shingles on top of the shingles we already have, and Conky took a picture and he showed them to me. And he says, "Do you see any difference here?" I said, "Yeah, that road right there." He goes, "Thank you."
Oh, no.
I mean, they may have matched it one time, but this roof's been up here for 10 years since the last time it got damaged, and the shingles don't match.
Right. There's going to be sun damage, like,
Oh yeah.
You can probably tell by looking at the. Can you see the? Can you see the? Can you see the one that stands out?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The big stripe right in the middle.
Yeah.
But are they starting next week? They're gonna.
Yeah, they're good next week.
Yeah, so next week, hopefully, if we get a nice string of a few dry days, they're gonna work on the roof. So that'll be nice, you know, because the one area of the northwest corner, because our house is like an L, and we live at the bedroom's on the lower part of the L, and it clipped off that northwest corner, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. It needs fixed. I mean, it's damaged. They're gonna have to fix it.
Wow.
But it's always fun finding insurance companies.
It's been a long time too.
Yeah, well, it did it right before we got really into winter, and then once we got into winter, and then those fires out there in California, and they were all adjusters and stuff. They were out there for a while, and it just got delayed, and they finally got out here. But it's that game you got to play. Yeah. We want the whole roof replaced, and they only want to replace the bedroom area. That's it. I saw that.
What do you do?
I said bedroom area, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to see."
Okay.
Oh my
He's
God.
being weird.
Oh, here's a question. When's Jeremy
not weird?
Hey, when's Jeremy not weird?
Touche.
And I'm just as weird as anybody, so.
That's why we love you.
Different beats, different drummers, different beats. We're all following them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. So that's what we got to look forward to. Finally getting this roof fixed and getting that building up. That's the main thing, and hopefully maybe get some storage units, because now we have a trailer. If you have not all heard, we've got an enclosed trailer again.
That's awesome. Did you tell me what size trailer?
It's a 5x8, isn't it?
It's a small one. It's the same size we have.
It's basically the same size as the last one we have, but
okay.
Keeps us out of trouble. If we get a too big one, we're gonna get.
Yeah, we still got to get the building up so you can get some freight containers on there to put stuff in. Right now, he's slowly getting his garage back. So we're getting there. Yeah, some people.
That'll be exciting once your warehouse is built.
Mm-hmm. That will be fun.
It'll make a huge difference.
And then we could start renting out some spaces, and
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're still gonna get these what do you call those? Shipping freight containers. And
like the pod?
Yeah, like the pod, but they're actually shipping freight containers. And they got the different doors on them and everything. And you can kind of sell spaces out and buy one of those, every 2 or 3 months, get a couple here, it'll build up. I mean, people are getting really clever with those freight containers, because, I mean, I saw a show recently where, the tiny house, it's all the big thing now, the tiny houses.
Yeah, they're making them out of those.
people are buying really nice pieces of property, like in Tennessee, where you're overlooking the mountains and everything, and they're taking these freight containers and they're fashioning them to be really nice little weekend getaways that you can rent out to people. Just really, you can get really creative with those shipping containers.
Oh yeah.
There's
sure.
a whole place in, I think it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I want to say Tulsa, Oklahoma, but it could be someplace else in Oklahoma. That is nothing but like the freight containers, and they're stacked up on top of each other. And it's like restaurants and shops and, you know, just a place to go shopping and eat and stuff. And the whole place is made out of the freight containers.
Wow,
it's
that's
really
kinda
cool. And I think it's in Tulsa.
And you can do it where if a freight container's built, loads of product that's put in over there from the, you know, China and all them, it comes over and it can be sold to you. And it only came over the ship once. That's it, done.
Yeah.
You can buy it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I used to literally live with my view of a port.
mm-hmm.
And they had a bunch of ships with shipping containers come in from
all over
the place, Mexico and China and just everywhere, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sometimes they get really colorful. They're all stacked up and they get really.
They are. They're really cool. They really do. I got tons of pictures of them. I used to love to take the pictures of the port. So it's really nice stuff.
So
when we were in Hawaii, they used a shipping crate as a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That was neat.
Mm-hmm. So they really have sand over there that's black.
Yes,
and
from the volcano.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't have time to visit that beach. I wanted to.
That's cool.
We drove past it, but it was dark. It was nighttime.
Ah.
Okay.
But yeah, the black sandy beach is from the volcanic rock.
Yeah,
grinding.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because here in Florida we have sugar sand beaches where you guys are headed right now. There's sugar sand beaches.
Because
this will be Jeremy's first time.
Yeah, he's gonna fall in love with that place. He's gonna fall in love with that beach. That beach you can't beat. You cannot beat the Panhandles beach. You can't. All the way from Tallahassee. Well, little west of Tallahassee, all the way from Mexico Beach, all the way to Gulf Shores, Alabama. You can't beat the beaches. They're the best beaches in the world. I mean, by far, the most beautiful white sugar sand, beautiful beaches you will ever see with emerald waters. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's like out of a fairy tale.
Yeah, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Nice and relaxing.
So what's in Pensacola to go to?
So what is in Pensacola? You guys got to go.
Court, the judge.
Oh, yeah. After that, you're going to want to go to the beach. I believe it. Oh, I had a
judge.
They're going to be right near the beach because, I mean, I know right where they're going on Palafox. So they're going to be near the water.
I booked a hotel room right on the water.
On Pensacola Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
with a balcony view, so
cool.
Yeah, you guys
I'll take pictures.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Mary Dale. Thank you, Mary Dale.
So is Deuce going to this court, or is he gonna try not to show up?
Oh, so much has happened today with Deuce. So Deuce filed a motion to remove the judge 2 days ago? Yesterday? So much has gone on. Like this man can't help himself after the judge specifically told him you're only allowed to file one sanction motion and then anything else needs to be an emergency. So somehow in his mind, he thinks recusing the judge was an emergency. And then he
Everything is
filed
an
another motion.
emergency.
And then he filed, I can't find Gainesville. It's an emergency. I'm lost out here. I fear for my safety. Bruce pulled a I died, I'm not dead motion today, saying that he wasn't going to show up. And the judge gave 3 denials all in one order. And so he denied, saying you have to come. No, you have to come.
Everything. He's afraid of his own shadow, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, why would he volunteer to be counsel for people in Florida when he lives states away, not even touching states, like states away where
Not even
now it's a financial burden for him to come to Florida? Then he should have never agreed to become the attorney for Crook and Lynette when he knows that they're guilty.
Exactly. He shouldn't take on a case pro bono if he can't afford to take on the case pro bono.
Pro bono.
Yes, agreed.
Pro bono, yeah.
Pro bro knows.
It's
Right.
weird.
He could have stayed home and got a nose job probably. He's good.
I was just reading the order right before we came on here. I just saw it for the first time, and I was reading it, and I was like, this is not real. This can't be real.
Absurd. It's absurd.
This can't be real. This is
Hollywood. Hollywood can even come up with this.
Steven Spielberg could not direct something this weird.
Insane. Just insane.
I can't
The guy needs to just retire because law is not his friend. He sucks at writing motions. He's afraid of everything. Doesn't have the money. Barely has any clients. Like, he just has 2 clients.
How are you an attorney for over 2 decades, almost 3 decades, and you can't afford to come to Florida?
Yeah,
You can't.
it makes you question.
Take care of a case, but you can't even afford a plane ticket. I am a poor person in my mind. I am a poor person, and I could afford to fly.
Well, especially if you've agreed to represent 2 guilty people in Florida. Yeah, it's pretty sad that someone of his tenure of being an attorney can't afford to fly out to Pensacola. Like, what did he think it was gonna go? It was gonna go to trial. He has to be away from family for X amount of days. Like, did he not think this through?
Didn't the paperwork that I just read say that he's had 3 weeks? He's known for 3 weeks.
Yes.
He's supposed to be here.
Yes, he knew for 3 weeks.
Today,
And yes,
that he couldn't make it just occurred to him today. He needs somebody to schedule
Shaking my head here.
things for
shaking
him
my
better.
head.
His wife must be too busy doing yoga.
Does he even have a wife? I got the impression.
according to him, he included it in his motion today that his wife has some type of rotator cuff tear and that he adopted her children because they lost their biological father in a work accident. Using the kids as an excuse, the way Lynette uses that poor child to make herself look like the victim. Like, that whole motion was all about him. Zero interest for his, like, there's.
I didn't get that part.
You didn't read that part?
His wife. No, I didn't get that part. His wife is
Oh,
injured.
yeah.
What did she have? An
And-
accident?
Apparently she tore her rotator cuff and he has to help her with daily activities, and the kids rely on him to take them to.
21-year-old has too much anxiety
Does he not
There's
have
a-
any?
for him to be gone for 3 days.
He doesn't. They don't have any friends that would be willing to help come over and help while he's gone for a
That's
24
exactly what
hour
I said. That's exactly what I said. Do they not have friends and family in the area that can help? All I heard was excuses. All I heard was lame excuses in his motion as to why he wasn't going to show up tomorrow when the judge ordered this 3 weeks ago.
How old are these kids?
Apparently one is 21. Based on the math and how he wrote it in the motion, one is 21 and the other one is 15 now.
These kids can take care of their mom.
In a quarter mile,
Take care of their mom.
Florida
But
281
he's got no
21-year-old can
problem
drive the
going to
15-year-old.
all of these concerts.
Turn left on Florida
But he
281
posts all these concerts on his YouTube channel,
Concerts aren't cheap.
being away for hours away from these supposed kids that
Didn't he take a vacation
How they
to
do it, let them go
what
to
he
concerts.
said was
How they
their
gonna
second
survive?
home or something?
Armenia.
No, in like, I don't know, it was like in Maine or something. I don't know. It was someplace with water or something. They were like bragging about relaxing. I don't know. Somebody sent me some pictures and I saw it on Facebook. Or maybe I saw it on Twitter. Maybe I saw it on Twitter.
Maybe, but his motion was filled with a bunch of stuff that could be easily debunked, just like his client.
And the judge did and immediately denied.
And the judge immediately denied it. He put in the title of his motion that he had fear of being arrested.
Well, you know, if you
Jailed
don't
and
do anything
arrested
wrong,
by
you
the
won't be
magistrate.
arrested. All you have to do is not break the law. That's all you
Right.
have to do to not be arrested. Just don't break the law. Don't do anything that is against law.
Dang, who's
He's
that
a
cop proved that?
lawyer. Isn't he a lawyer?
yeah, there
Doesn't
she
he
is.
know the law?
Whoa!
He's a counselor. So yeah, so that's why we're going to Pensacola, because the hearing still moves forward, regardless whether Deuce shows up or not. But he sounds like he's chicken and is afraid to face the music in front of the magistrate tomorrow. But
Be
He
a
still
bench
has
warrant for
time.
his arrest
He
or
still
no?
has time
So-
to get on a plane and make it.
he does still have time. I mean, he took us by surprise last time when he showed up an hour early, the last time the judge made both counsels show up in person. So
And the Pensacola
he may
airport, The Pensacola
he may take us by
airport
surprise and show up.
is
Now I understand why judges are so
not,
sneaky.
is not far from where that far.
This guy's from Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
Since
You can hop in a car and be down there in like 18 hours. You can sleep in your car.
Well, I bet it's probably cheaper to
He
fly
probably-
these days.
It's quicker, cheaper to fly. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Now, is this the case where the judge is going to tell whether he can continue being their lawyer or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He wanted Deuce to show up in person to explain why he shouldn't take away his privilege of being pro hac vice in the state of Florida.
I don't think he wants to be their lawyer. I think he's trying to get out of it, and that's why he keeps doing stuff like this, so that the judge will tell him, and then he
Yeah.
can say, "Oh, sorry, I couldn't
He
do
needs
it.
to
The
go.
judge wouldn't let me."
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, that could be a tactic move.
Well, it
Yeah,
sounds like
there's a lot of speculation with that's his motive.
Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow what his motive is,
Yeah,
or the other.
yeah.
Well, you guys have fun. Take notes. I'm sure we'll hear about it. And be safe. Enjoy
Yes.
yourselves. Absolutely. We have been on for
Spend
an
some beach
hour.
time.
Yeah, take the beach time. Absolutely.
Take the beach time.
After doing with that biatch, go ahead and have some beach time.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. We have been on for an hour. We'll be back here May. I think it's May 8th. Let me see real quick.
whatever the first.
I'm
It
going
won't be
on.
the 8th. If it's the 8th, it's the first.
All right, hold on. It's May 7th. I was close. May
May
7th. We'll be back here 6:30, and we'll let you guys know how things went in April. And thank you
All
guys
right.
for joining us.
Sounds
you guys
good.
have a great week, and we'll see you back here next month, May 7th, and we'll let you know what's going on with this wonderful Boss Babes. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Love you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
I'm going to see about getting this.
There, hit that, and there you go. There you go.